Good morning, students. Now welcome today's maths class. Students, in the previous class you have studied about the frustum formulas, curved surface area, total surface area, volume, slant height, etc. Today we are derive the formula of frustum, curved surface area and volume also. How can derive the formula? There I have a cone, a big cone whose height is capital H, whose slant height is capital L, radius of base R1. It is cut from a plane parallel with the base, and this portion radius is R2. That means this portion is cut off. So what is remaining a frustum. A frustum whose ends base big radii R1 and a small radii R2, slant height L and height is H. How can find the surface area of this portion? That means frustum. If the surface area of big cone, we subtract the surface area of a small cone, then find the surface area, curved surface area of the frustum. Understood? So one thing, you are not studying the triangle chapter, but rules of use for in there. Thales theorem, basic proportionality theorem. What is the basic proportionality theorem? When any line parallel to one side of a triangle divides other two sides in the same ratio. That means the ratio of R1 and R2 then equals to the ratio of slant height of the both, this and this. Because big cone slant height is L and small cone slant height is frustum slant height L. According to this, small cone slant height is capital L minus L. Right? Due to the cross multiplication, R1 bracket L minus L, R2 and capital L. R1 multiplied by this, R1 capital L, R1 small l and equals to R2 capital L. Capital L values are one side, R1 capital L minus R2 capital L equals R1 and small l. Why we find the value of capital L? Because we know that the frustum formula have no any capital L. Right? And the frustum slant height is also L. So we don't need the capital L. So we find the value at first of capital L. What is the value of capital L? Equals R1L upon R1 minus R2. Got it, students? Now apply this. CSA of frustum. How can find CSA of frustum? CSA of big cone minus CSA of a small cone. Right? So CSA of big cone is pi R L. CSA of a small cone is pi R2 and slant height is L minus L. Right? So we multiplied pi R1 capital L minus this multiplied in there. So pi R2 capital L plus pi R2 and small l. We take common capital L We don't need the capital L. So remove him there. Put the value. So we take common pi and capital L. Remaining is R1 minus R2 and plus pi R2 and small l. In there you put the capital L value R1 small l upon R1 minus R2, that is the capital L value, into pi bracket R1 minus R2 plus pi and R2 and L. Okay, now you see that this term have cancelled for R1 minus R2. Now remaining is pi R1L plus pi R2L. In there you take common pi and L, so R1 plus R2 is remain. That is the formula of CSA of frustum. Understood, student? Same as we find the volume of frustum. We find the volume of frustum. But one thing, the relation is that when we find the volume of the frustum, the relation between the radius and height. So this relation we transferred and we find the relation between radius and height. Okay, same pattern. Same pattern, we find the relation between the radius and height. How can R1 upon R2 is equals to capital H, that means height of big cone, and what is the height of a small cone? Capital H minus small h. Due to the cross multiplication, so R1 in bracket capital H minus small h and equals to capital H and R2. Multiplied it, R1 capital H minus capital H R2. This multiplied minus and transferred to other side, so R1 and small h. Got it, students? We multiplied this R1H, this is comes capital H and R2, and this multiplied, so come to the negative side, transfer the other side, so R1 and H. In that side we take H is common, so R1 minus R2 and R1H. Value of capital H is R1 small h upon R1 minus R2. Utilizing this value in volume, finding the volume of frustum. How can find the volume of frustum? Big cone volume minus small cone volume. Big cone volume 1 upon 3 pi cap 1 upon 3 pi R1 square capital H minus 1 upon 3 pi R2, and height of a small cone is capital H minus small h. You seen there? Multiplied this inside 1 upon 3 pi R1 square capital H minus 1 upon 3 pi R2 square capital H when multiplied by this, so plus 1 upon 3 pi R2 square and small h. Got it, students? According to both steps, we take common 1 upon 3 pi and capital H. Remaining is R1 square minus R2 square plus 1 upon 3 pi R2 square and H. Next thing, we plot the value of capital H. What is the value of capital H? That is R1 small h upon R1 minus R2. And students, one more thing that you know the identity of this. A square minus B square. So utilizing the identity and put R1 minus R2 in first bracket, R1 plus R2 in second bracket. Got it? This step be solved. Then after plus 1 upon 3 pi R2 square and small h. So first 1 bracket is cancelled. Now remaining is 1 upon 3 pi R1h and bracket R1 plus R2 and equals 1 upon 3 pi R2 square h. So we multiplied this inside the bracket 1 upon 3 pi R1 square h plus 1 upon 3 pi R1 R2 into h plus 1 upon 3 pi R2 square h. You see carefully, in this step you take common 1 upon 3 pi and h. What is the remaining? In bracket R1 square plus R1 R2 plus R2 square. That is the formula of volume of frustum. Understood, students? Where these formulas are coming soon? What is the frustum? How can form the frustum? How can form the formulas of frustum? You know everything very well. Very good, students. Thank you. Have a nice day.